Take trick on the string because it's cold in the back.
Yeah, it's awful back there.
Doubles ended. I took my jacket in my car and came back, and they were like, "You're in pool one. Pool one's next to the door." And I was like, "You gotta be kidding me."
Take it, okay?
Better man. So we're sticking with the mains right now. Archer going Sheik and Jdog going Oven Mitt Pacman, which is his definite tradition. Good use of grabbing the fruit right away there, keeping that away from Jdog and his propensity to try and use traditional Pacman setups using the hydrant and different versions of the charge fruit. I'm interested to see. I don't know if these two players have played each other before, but I do know Archer has had less than stellar results than he expects to have, at least. He's doing a very good job of playing keep away, staying at 0% until this grab takes place. But I know at the last couple of tournaments he's been to, he has not had the placings that he's wanted for sure. And if you look at it, immediately turning around into a 40% situation and trying to get needles to try and level this back out.
Now, I feel like with Sheik wins a lot of matchups in my opinion, but with Pacman, what do you normally see with that? Because the only Pacman I've ever really seen is Killinator's Pacman.
So Killinator has a very bread and butter Pacman, whereas Jdog goes for almost like combo video stuff. You'll see him try and throw a melon into a hydrant to reset the hydrant and grab the melon from there. A lot of the key shenanigans and bell shenanigans. He pulled off a Z-drop key into reset in doubles today, or Z-drop bell into reset in doubles today to get a double hit with the bell until he gets the F smash.
Double partners with Leaf FC?
No, that is Revan. This is Jdog who teams with KH1 Com2. They took third in doubles today.
Okay.
I took third at the last Meteor match too. They've been doing very well together in doubles. But right now, both Sheik and Pacman are relatively even in percent, 7% separating, so not much. You're looking at about a minute and a half in. That's the interesting thing about Pacman. Pacman has a little bit of trouble killing, so if he's able to get this stock really quickly, Pacman also has a lot of trouble being killed as well, which will keep both players honest, because if either player gets a stock right away, it's going to create a really disadvantaged situation for the other player. Holding the fruit's another big thing, and he misses the grab and gets F smash instead. Pacman's grab is a really high risk, not exactly great reward.
When he holds the fruit, Pacman can no longer use it.
That is correct. That's why he's been keeping that with him for so long. And the apple is actually really good for killing too. Oh, he expected the roll there. Jdog, I don't think Archer's the type of player to start rolling like that though, so maybe needs to rethink that. Yeah, Jdog's a very solid player. Was 1 point 10 on our PR. I know Archer, I believe, is 9th right now. So definitely both of these players are no stranger to being top level play. Oh, he got the grab this time. Oh, and it pushes him forward so he doesn't get the F throw that he wanted, and instead opts for the down throw. The water did not obviously play in his mind. Drops the Galaga, that's a really interesting trajectory for sure. Oh, gets another grab. I'm gonna make back.
I think the Galaga might be my favorite, but
what a
Archer
knockback.
used that pretty well. It could have killed, but he kind of got out of it. So.
Yeah, like the DI was really good and the percents were just low enough. See right now, Pacman living to 168, Sheik living to 149 now. And this is going to put Pacman outside of the 50-50 range, which is going to be really dangerous. He's going to have to get a fair or some kind of gimp to try and finish off this Pacman stock, which gimping Pacman is not an easy task. Oh, and there's the fair right next to the blast zone. That'll do it.
He got him that time. So.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think you're right with the Pacman's not too easy to gimp. He has not the best recovery, but he has like a recovery that you have to respect sometimes.
Absolutely. Because he can just do so much when he's recovering. And I mean, right now, I don't think that Jdog's going to really panic too much. He's been in these high pressure situations before, but obviously making it into the next round of pools, considering this is a loser side, is very, very important. Now, obviously, Archer has still not lost his first stock now, which is very important for making sure he gets out of this. But that'll do it. Yeah, that's enough, So we're looking at 32% to 0, 42% to 4, and uses the key to get just quick percents, which is the smart thing to do there. Grabs the fruit again. He's been really good about that, keeping that away.
He has. I feel like he holds on to it well, but so far he's followed up good with one, and I feel like the apple he kind of wasted.
And right now he's just holding on to it and just keeping percents. Uses it there and does not get much of a follow-up for it because the cherry is not the best one for sure.
It's also
nice rising up there.
most characters hard to hold projectiles while doing aerials.
That's
so.
very true. You have to Z-drop in an immediate aerial to do that for that. But Sheik also has the benefit of just sitting and using needles.
Yeah.
You know, her B move's not unlike, I mean, obviously needles are some of the best in the game, and she's going to use that quite a bit, but compared to other characters that have to use their tilts and smash and aerials, she kind of benefits from that, definitely. Ooh, nice aerial strings there from Archer. Was not able to convert into something more. Once again, just throwing out these fruit. I think he's going to have to be more careful about that. I mean, it does.
Archer's been really good about catching all the fruit.
Oh, and
like,
see, there he is again.
There.
Oh, he got the roll read this time, too. The only option that would have been safe would be to jump because the hydrant was sitting there covering the ledge. So now he's got a moment with 2.5 minutes left. We saw it the last Meteor Smash. Jdog is no stranger to timeouts. So he's going to try and at least chalk up a little bit of percent here. Good use of the Galaga there. Does not get the regrab, though, which is normally what you see from most Pacmans. To get the first hit, or if it hits on shield. Man. And now it's just come down to the safe play that Jdog is known for.
I feel like that's a really good strategy right now. I mean, he has 2 minutes on the clock, and even if he didn't, he's got the lead. He can play it safe.
Mm-hmm. And he's outside of the 50-50 range, too, which is really important. Oh, wow, he managed to get the... Oh, he tries to get the Gimp there with the fruit. Not able to pull that off, unfortunately. Z drops the strawberry.
That was a nice Z drop and regrab.
And he gets it again. Wow, multiple Z drops. Just lets it go, but gets the fair there to kill that stock off. And using the apple right away and just gives it right back to him. And obviously, you know, isn't affecting him too bad because he is currently winning this game, but it is something to consider for game 2 to change and maybe keep track of, is the fact that Archer's done a really good job of commanding that part of Pacman's meta.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. I don't remember which fruits that Pacman's actually gotten off, but I feel like he's just been giving Sheik lots of fruit.
Yeah, and you have to be super careful because, like, once you get something charged too high up, the second they grab it, and he's trying to bait him there, which is very smart. Down to 1 minute and 10 seconds now, about a 90% lead, and that quickly switches to about a 50% lead. But, I mean, this might be enough for him just to hang out. Pacman's got a lot of runaway options. So they're rising. He's gonna... Oh, and misses the grab that time. Something that came pretty natural to him. But he's closing these percents, and that's really what's important right now. 50 seconds left. We're probably looking at a timeout unless something drastic happens. Which, I mean, exactly is what Jdog plays for sometimes. That was a really interesting trajectory on that Hydra. I did not know that worked like that. It uses the downward momentum of the Hydra into a back air, too, to put Sheik nearly into a kill situation. But gets the key to finish it off. 34 seconds left. Wow. Good job by Jdog closing that out.
Archer was too far behind to make that comeback in 30 seconds.
It's really, really difficult for sure. There's almost no way for him to make back the sheer percentages of it. So he's going to definitely have to try and somehow get him out.
How many do we have you stream?
I have no idea. 13 right now. We maxed out at 21 earlier. So now we're going into game 2. Both players sticking to their mains are going to FD, which I feel, in my opinion, it's probably going to benefit Pacman a little bit more than it benefits Sheik. But if it's a comfortable situation for Archer, obviously there's no arguing the fact that Sheik with needles is a great way to just sit back and just chalk up percents.
That's true. But I feel like with this situation, I feel like Pacman might get some advantages from FD for projectiles and stuff, but Archer's been catching all of his fruit.
Yeah, majority of them so far.
Consistently,
Looking at it now, relatively even percents to start of this game. Nobody really going one way or the other. Interesting use of the trampoline there. Rocketing him into the air for sure.
So far, I haven't noticed too many charging of any of the fruits.
No, I think he's trying to be a little more safe now. Oh, good use of that. And now he's reading the edge, and he gets it again. He gets it again. He used the hydrant, as we saw in the first game, to guard the edge, and then just pivoted forward smashed.
So with with Archer in a jump in that situation, would he have been good with the jump, or would Pacman have an option for that?
Well, he could either jump in Nair, which I know would hit, or he could possibly charge an up smash, which I'm not positive would hit. Oh, and he nearly gets the bell regrab, which is super important for Pacman. Being able to Z-drop the bell is super dangerous.
It's a really, really good first kill.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's, I feel like Sheik's not the best at killing people, so Archer doesn't get a kill fast, so could end up being a percent lead again. And so far, from what I've seen, Jdog seems pretty comfortable just hanging in the back. And
well, the important thing for Sheik is to get her opponents into that 50-50 range where she can either up air or vanish. And Pacman is about to escape that range. Usually it's about 130 that characters stop being able to get caught in that combo, which is very, very bad for Sheik. Because after that, you're right, it does get very difficult. She's limited to fair and a couple other moves to close out stocks at that point, which makes this very, very difficult. Looking at 60% now already for Archer, and gets the bouncing fish, but it's all the way on the opposite side of the stage. There's no way that's going to kill. Oh, and he grenades the wrong direction, giving Jdog 3%, and gets the grab too. You don't see that too often in the neutral from Pacman. Oh my gosh, what a read. Absolute beautiful forward smash. Now we're looking at a 3 stocks to 1 situation. He has the key in hand. That's dangerous.
That was very nice.
Oh man, he wanted. Oh, he's got the key again.
Still got the key.
Dude, this is what I was talking about too. Jdog has so many just key setups. Now it's just sitting out, and now Sheik's got the key, which could guarantee a kill.
That's very dangerous.
And there it is. Like I said, like the fact that he got the key in hand with that, I've never seen a Pacman pull that off in bracket aside from Vines and ridiculous things we've seen from Japan and other top level players. 63% now from Archer, and he's got to make this stock.
It looks like a pretty hard setup to get, but that was completely worth it.
Absolutely.
I mean,
you just don't see it happen. You know, it's very, very hard to get the key in hand compared to the other items.
And he has a very comfortable lead. Like, I'm not even sure if you can do it on every stage. I remember looking into it before to see why more people don't do it. And you have to do it like just right.
Yeah, you have to bounce it off the lip and then re-grab it in the air while not like only gimping yourself.
Yeah.
He's got the orange already charged up now. It's a good percent move for him, and he's got, you know, obviously a full stock ahead of him and like an extra 60% already on Archer. This is looking bad. I mean, like we said, this is the loser's side. So the second somebody's out of this, it's over.
Now with the loser side, isn't the Archer and Jdog right here?
You are right. I'm thinking of somebody else. So yes, this is actually winner's side. I stand corrected.
So they'll still be in it.
Not end-worldly, but pretty close to it. It's a bad situation to find yourself in at the start of top 32. You see right now he's trying to chalk on these extra percents, and Sheik with Rage also is a little difficult for Sheik because her low percent combos don't work the same either. And now you see these setups again with him Z-dropping it onto the hydrant and re-grabbing it as he comes back down.
The needles did get that for him.
And now he uses bouncing fish. Now it's 1 stock to 1 stock, but 100% difference now. Really, really hard for him to make this back.
I feel like Archer does have the advantage of he's probably not going to get timed out with 4 minutes on the clock. So
you would hope not.
I would hope not, but at the same time, I feel like it's completely doable for Sheik.
With 4 minutes, you'd expect somebody to guarantee a kill at that point. Unless Jdog played just an insane keep-away game. So right now we're looking at, I mean, Jdog's able to just sit and charge behind the hydrant, which is such a key thing. Speaking of keys, finish that out really quickly.
I don't think Archer expected that key.
I mean, key in the hydrant too was the worst part about it.
Yeah.